Hi there, students. Visceral, an adjective. Viscerally, the adverb. Okay, well, firstly, visceral comes from viscera, the intestines. Yeah, and it's an anatomical word for the guts. But that's technical. So a visceral feeling is something that comes from very deep inside you. It's not something that is the result of logical thought. It's just a gut reaction, as they say. Um, so his reaction was visceral. He didn't think about it. It just came automatically. Um, I love this person because she has such a visceral happiness at being alive. Okay, so visceral, something that's an emotional reaction. It's not based on reasoning. It's not based on logical thought. He has a visceral hatred of insects, for example. His approach to resolving problems is visceral. What's the solution to this? Boom. He doesn't think about it and analyze it. Yeah, it just comes out as a strong, as a feeling. It's based on emotion rather than reason. So you could have a scientific approach or a visceral approach. Just what you feel. Yeah, it's difficult to control visceral reactions. Yeah, they just appear. It's something that's automatically programmed into you. You can't control them. So yes, a visceral feeling. It's innate. It's instinctual. It's deep down. It's deep-seated. It's a gut feeling. It just comes out without having any control over it. Okay, so it's characterized by intuition. It comes from instinct. Yeah, it's just emotional. So particularly a visceral response, a visceral reaction, a visceral feeling. Okay, it's just, this is what it is. Yeah. Visceral feelings are normally very strong as well. He has a visceral hatred of all things musical, for example. Okay, visceral. So base emotions. It's very earthy from the base, from the inside of you. I guess you could say that his poetry is very visceral. It evokes base emotions. It's just something that comes from you. So a visceral impact, a visceral fear, a visceral response, a visceral emotion. So formality, I would probably give it a 6.5, 6 in formality. It does sound a little bit literary. It does sound a little bit, yeah, poetic. I'm not sure I would use it in an informal conversation, although I think you could. I might say an emotional reaction. So, semi-formal conversation or above informality. And then as to origin, well, it comes from French, which itself comes from Latin, viscera, from viscus, meaning the internal organs of the body. Okay, so I hope your visceral response to this video is to give it a rating. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. Visceral, a visceral response, a visceral reaction, a visceral emotion.